Hi. Well, this is my simple technique to assemble the top frame of the 22-inch MPC Space 1999 Eagle. The spine, as you can see here, is not in any way glued together. There's only 4 pieces glued together. Well, besides the long 2 strips here. I'll show you in a second. All the cross beams here are not glued on. And this is the quickest way I found, and easiest way to do this. Well, basically this is my first time building the Eagle. After sitting on the kit for several months, I decided to do all the sub-assemblies and try my hand at building this beautiful kit. So right now, none of this is put together. I'll show you what I did, where you could put this together easily without any struggling with tape and what have you. If you want to use tape, that's fine. You can even use blue tack, that Play-Doh-like stuff to brace it. I have some, but I didn't use it for this, and I haven't glued it together yet, so maybe I'll use that if I want to make sure everything is okay, but probably not. So watch what happens. This is not glued together. Alright? But what's glued together are, on this frame, these 2 pieces here. Here and over here. And on this one, which is the top part here, this is glued on, and that is glued on, the short ones. The long ones are glued onto the bottom, and on this one, on the top rail, the 2 short ones are glued. Now, these posts are keyed in such a way that, I'll show you on this one. I'm not going to glue it, but I'm just going to show you. They're keyed in such a way that they fit in pretty, not snugly, but once you glue it, yeah, I got to take off my glasses, hold on. So the little tip at the bottom, there's a, I don't know what you would call that, but a little indentation or extrusion that fits right in there. All I did was I put some Tamiya extra thin, just a drop in there, just coated it, not too much, and then I just stuck it on. And you don't have to worry about getting it straight. It will become straight. It will be straight. If it's off just a millimeter that way, there's not a millimeter, or a millimeter off that way, it's not going to ruin it. You just have to press and hold it tight in there when it's gluing. And once the glue melts the plastic and it joins together, it will be pretty firm. You just don't touch it. So you can hold it for like a minute and it will start to firm up and be solid in that space. I did the same for these. I get a short piece, go to the other one, and let's see. I think it goes this way. Yeah, so this keys in the same way. Now these shorter pieces are a little bit more finicky, and so you just have to get it in there, hold it, and they might be off slightly. I think that's the right way, right? Okay, hold on. Yeah, this is the right way. So I had it the wrong way. So the little curve that's on this shorter piece is like a C, right? Like the letter C. It's much taller on this end and lower on that end. Not the opposite. If I were to flip that around, the C would be taller or extended out this way. Oop, I'm not even in frame. Extended out this way and shorter that way. Instead, it needs to be taller that way and shorter that way. There's a certain way you key these in, and it should become apparent. So you put that in there with the glue. I think I got it right. And you hold it. And that's it. And that will set up. So I did that. Now, as you saw before, I took it off. Here, hold on. Let me do this. Over here. There. As you can see, I had it together. So this is what I would do. Build it upside down. So the top of the frame, the spine, is at the bottom. And the bottom is facing you at the top. So you're building it the opposite way. And when this goes together, let me do this again. When these go together, you can't see because my big arms are in the way. All you have to do is go like that. And they just clamp together. Boom. Wait, mine's not. Boom. And that's together, right there. It is together. Simple. Now I didn't glue it. Obviously I'm going to add glue when I do this. I can just put glue there and there, there, and then bring it together, and it'll all be glued, and all you have to do is then take it and hold it. And just put some pressure on it till it firms up, and then there you have it. Now one thing you should look out for is the top rails. Maybe even the bottom rails, but the top shorter rails. They might be not straight. They might not be level. They might be down a bit. So you just have to make sure that that part of the frame is all level. And together, if I could do it from this far away. And there you go. And the other thing you'll notice is that it'll bow in the middle. Once you get the struts in along the spine, it all firms up. So, put that back together again on this side. Boom, boom. Now it's together. Alright? Now I'll just add glue to where I want to put these. This is the H-bar. H-bar goes, where does H-bar go? It goes here, right? Done. Glue it into place. The other H-bar goes here. Glue it into place. And then start with anywhere you want. Start putting in the piping. Making sure that you get them in the right position. Facing the little tips, facing upward. Here's the other one. And so forth. And so on. Now I'm not going to flip this around and do the top because it'll just all fall apart. They'll all come out. I mean, I could try it. I didn't try it. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, they all come out. But anyways, you get the idea. So that's the quick way of doing it. Easy. You don't have to. You don't have to. Struggle. Here, let's get this over. You don't have to struggle with like gluing these two together, and then it pops out, and then oh no, I have to wedge this one in there, and I have to get this in there. Really, you don't have to struggle with it. Just do what I did, and it should all work out. And I think that's the best way of doing it. This is just my 2 cents. I'm sure other people have discovered ways of doing it quickly, but this seems to work. And this is what I'm going to do. So my next step after this, after I get this all assembled, I'm going to do the engine cage, and then the landing pods, the 4 landing pods on all 4 sides, and building it up slowly. I have some ideas for the kit. I want to add lighting, obviously. I want to add, I'm thinking of adding sound, all internal, nothing like attached to a soundboard or a box. It's all going to be inside the vehicle itself. what else was I thinking of doing? I thought about running lights, but I might forego that because it's not technically canon in the show. I like what people have done with their running lights, but I think that's overkill for what my purposes are. And what else? I think that's it for now. But if I discover a way of putting together the engine cage quickly, easy, I'll make a film of that too. If not, I'm just going to post pictures of my progress on the build. I'm slowly getting pieces that I need. I need to get an airbrush. That's one thing I've always wanted. I have to get one of those, and I want to get the what is it? The paragraphic, the etched metal pieces for it. I'm going to get those. I'm going to get the sticker set, and I think that is all. So, yeah. So if this helps anyone out there building their Eagle and their first time building an Eagle, they've built the Eagle before and they have always struggled with the spine, this is the way of doing it. So I'm going to pop this apart, show you again. This is what I did. As you can see, I just held it and glued it, and it's straight. Same with the top. When I did it, it's straight. It might be off a millimeter or two, so when you put it together, you just have to then double check it when you do glue that. Make sure that the pieces are lined up properly on here, and not like the crossbar is not sagging downward or upward or whatever it would be, and so you're good to go. So yeah, pretty cool, huh? Oh, yeah. Try that again. Let's see if I can do it just by piecing it together. Look at that. It goes together so easy. Look at that. I just did it. Just got the back end in. Well, part of the back end is a little off. Maybe you can get in there. That's not any of it. There we go. So, yeah. Pretty cool. It's bowing in the middle. It's only because it doesn't have any crossbeams. So, yeah. Well, good luck.